that's accurate. Explain to people why they should wash their reusable bags.
Oh man, that's key. Yeah, I mean, there was multiple studies actually done that most people are carrying around, uh, you know, toxicities like salmonella, for example. You know what I mean? Because they're reusing these shopping bags and not washing them. You know what I mean? And it's a big issue with masks as well too. You know what I mean? If you're wearing a mask or a disposable mask, that's what it needs to be. Like bags that are they need to be disposable. If they're reusable, you need to wash it. You know what I'm saying? Because especially as items get wet or the moisture, a lot of the particles or things floating around in the atmosphere get trapped inside of the cloth. You see what I'm saying? So that's why it's very bad to wear a mask after it's been wet, for example. You know what I mean? Or shopping bags that you carried some poultry around or some meat around in, especially, and a little thing can leak, even without you being aware. So it's very important to wash the reusable items. You know what I mean? You got to take the consciousness to another level, and this is why I say where the teacher dies learning. You understand what I'm saying? You got to keep honing and developing and building on what it is. So if you understand plastic bags are bad and you want to shift towards something that's reusable, well, then the bag that I'm reusing needs to also be hygienic. You see what I'm saying? And that also has a certain lifetime. That the reusable bag, it can, depending on the bag, it might be able to last you several years, and it might be time to let it go after a certain amount of uses. So that's why it's really important to understand, which actually to an offshoot point off that as well too. It's just like, for example, the reason why we had plastic bags in the first place was primarily pushed by the environmentalist lobby because they were upset about paper bags and the role that obviously trees play in developing paper product. So to be environmentally friendly, they wanted the companies to move towards plastic bags, which was the best thing for oil companies, right? Because plastic is more petroleum-based product, which again we know is bad for the environment, right? So if we don't think to a second level or layer, everything just becomes a gimmick.
Yeah.
So that's why oftentimes mask wearing, reusable shopping bags, I mean, they could just really be a gimmick or something that's making you feel better, when in actuality, if executed with some thought, then it really can make a difference.
Oh man, like I said, that one was powerful, and that one I hope a lot of people drink in, because more often than not, the higher percentage of people fall for the gimmick and believe in the gimmick, and it's that's why they say there's way more sheep on the planet than there are actual lions on the planet.